Hey, morning, everyone. Whew. Um, you know, have you ever heard the term, um, whether you see the cup half full or half empty? You know, I was talking to a friend yesterday, and um, how about the cup completely empty? If it's half full or full, um, that's just our mind going through all the junk of the world that's been put in there after years and years of life, of hurts and pains, of happiness, good things and bad things, right? It doesn't have to be all terrible and tragic. Um, but that's a cup with water. And what Jesus is asking us, says his burden is light, and he's asking us to exchange his cross for ours. And that's what it means. It just means an empty cup. And that's what the freedom that we're all looking for is. But you have to be willing to put in the work. I mean, don't get me wrong. Uh, whether it's full or half full, I think mine was full of junk and falseness, and I just didn't know anything about life, what life really meant. I was always wanting to prove that I was fearless, that I was stronger, that I was the the guy who would climb the mountain the fastest, the guy who would jump from one truck to another going 80 miles per hour, the one that would just go ahead and jump off a bridge into water, and just so many things I wanted. I just wanted to be fearless. I wanted to be uh, seen as the tough guy and as the guy who, just I don't know, and all that leads to so many things, and then the hurts and pains of being called worthless and useless through my uh, youth, and all the hurts and pains I went through my divorces, separating myself from my children, all the drugs, all the fighting. It just compiled into this one big thing called anxiety in my life, and um, I didn't know how to cope with it. Every time I thought about it, I would just run away from it because I didn't want to face it because I didn't know how until about 4 years ago when God finally took over and said, "Let's go through this." And through every anxious moment, through all the hurts I did to other people and harms I did to other people and many women that I just used as I didn't even see them as women, just they were just bodies to have sex with and stuff. So um, through all that and going through it and just remembering and just giving it to God and asking Him, pleading for repentance and mercy. It took a long time. It took me several years, I want to say, or a couple of years at least. Uh, but I finally emptied my cup. There's nothing in there. Like, if you want to ask me anything, I feel no shame or guilt anymore because I gave it to God. I purely gave it to God. But it was just a process of a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety and just a lot of confusion. And sometimes I didn't even want to face it, the things I've done and the things that were good to me either, because in all the life has, there's a lot of great things that happened to me that I didn't want to remember either because they caused me pain, because they would lead me to the conversation yesterday, right? Why did God take all this stuff from me, right? uh, so I didn't want to look at the good or the bad. And but once I emptied the cup, I'm completely free. Like, I'm free to smile every day because there's nothing there. It's only Jesus when I wake up. It's only Jesus who guides my heart. And believe me, I still struggle with a lot of things. Today I was running. Today's like, you run as hard as you can 1 minute and you rest two and so on and so forth. And it gave me anxiety, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't felt anxiety in a bit. This is weird. So I'm gonna go pray over it right now. Peace out, and Don't be afraid to face yourself. If you do, you persevere through it and you endure through it.